Hello guys, welcome to another video. For today's video, we're going to be covering every survivor in Forsaken and all of their abilities. Well, not every survivor, but specifically the 3 starter characters as of making this video. Shedletsky, Noob, and Elliot. Remember, everything might and probably will change as this game is still in development. Now, let's get right into it with the first survivor, Noob. Noob is the original starter character and has 3 abilities. Bloxicola, which has 2 charges, Slate Skin Potion, which also has 2 charges, and the Ghost Burger, which can be used as much as you want, but with a cooldown. Same with the Bloxicola and Slate Skin. Now the Bloxicola, 2 charges and cooldown. When you drink it, you gain speed 1 for 11 to 12 seconds. This is very helpful as it can help you get out of chases or make sure chases end quickly, because you can use that when you see the killer walking up to you and about to go for you, you could use your beautiful Bloxicola and evade any of his attacks. But remember, if it's 1x, or any killer in fact, you should be checking behind you every once in a while so you know if the killer is sprinting or not, know what their ability they're using. Sometimes you look behind you most of the time, and look forward sometimes. This is a very important thing to do, as it can help you gain a massive advantage over the killer. The next ability is the Slate Skin Potion. The Slate Skin Potion grants you invincibility for 10 seconds if you don't get hurt by any sort of attack or effect. Now, effects will go through the Slate Skin from the Slate Skin Potion, and you will not be saved by it. For example, slowness, corruption, burning, poison, all of that goes through Slate Skin Potion. So you shouldn't be standing in front of the killer. You should be slowly walking away. And right before that Slate Skin effect ends, start sprinting so you can take advantage of that short speed burst. You know how much time is left by checking your health bar, as it will have this small overheal that lets you know how much overheal you have. The second, like right before this is about to end, or right before the killer's last attack on you, make sure you're ready to sprint and get away from him, and get away from the killer, and get this, and make sure you end that chase, or waste his time. Now, our next ability, and last for Noob, is the Ghost Burger, which can be used infinitely with a cooldown. The Ghost Burger is one of the Noob's most important abilities, and does 2 things. Grants you the effect of undetectable, and a slight transparency. Now, this might sound simple, but the Ghost Burger is actually one of Noob's most important items. Now, because the Ghost Burger makes you undetectable, which makes it so that whenever the killer uses a detection ability, he will not see your small little aura or your little profile, so he has no idea where you are. For example, right before the killer kills the last survivor, if you use Ghost Burger, you'll know where the killer is, but he won't know where you are. He'll waste more time looking or using a detection ability. This is especially useful if it's Cool Kid, because it's going to waste plenty of their time, and the last man standing time is pretty short. Now on to our next survivor, Shedletsky. Shedletsky is a very good stunner and pretty rounded out with his 2 abilities, Slash and Fried Chicken. Shedletsky's Slash is very good, with it stunning the killer for about 3 seconds, and his Fried Chicken healing you for 40 HP. Let's start with the Slash. The Slash, I said how it works, but it does have a tiny wind-up. So my best tip for using it is to be unpredictable by using it randomly when the killer won't expect and you know he's about to walk up to you, or when the killer can't move. For example, when Cool Kid uses Walk Speed Override, regardless if he hits a person, hits a wall, misses, he won't be able to move for 2 seconds. And if you're wondering what Walk Speed Override is, it's simply that ability where a Cool Kid just slides across the ground pretty fast, and if he hits somebody, flicks damage and burning. I'll do a guide on killers soon, don't worry. Now, when he does this, and there's a good amount of distance between you, not too much, not too little, well, not too much, if there's a little distance, good. You can stun him quickly. If you stun him while he's doing that, it will waste a good amount of your time, give you some XP and monies, and hey, you stunned him, good job. This also works when 1x is doing mass infection, or if you're in front of him right after he did entanglement to somebody. Now, these are both kind of risky, because mass infection, if you time it too late, he could hit you and deal a lot of damage because Mass Infection close up deals lots of damage. And Entanglement, it doesn't have as long as a stun time as you think. The second he stops throwing it, he can't move for like 1 second, and that's longer than Shadletsky's windup. I've made this mistake myself. Right after I do Entanglement, I go to slash the killer, he's gone. Khalas. You can't get him. Now, that's an important thing. And also, when you're about to slash, you should be at corners. When you're at those corners, the killer can't see you sometimes. And when he's walking up and you time it right, you can slash him, stopping him from going for whoever he was, or stopping him in his tracks as he was going for you. His next ability, Shadletsky's next ability is his fried chicken. Shadletsky loves fried chicken, and it shows, because when he uses his fried chicken, it heals a whopping 40 HP. So you can heal completely after Cool Kids Walk Speed Override. The way this works is that when you use the fried chicken, you instantly gain 18 HP and have to wait a good amount of time to regenerate that full 40 HP. Now, if you do get hit by any sorts of damage, for example, corruption, burning, poison, if you get hit by any of these while you're regenning with the fried chicken, it will stop the regen immediately, and you won't be able to continue regenning from that same fried chicken. You'll only be able to do it if you eat your second fried chicken, which I recommend is only used when you've taken more than 40 damage. That's pretty important, because if you do waste your fried chicken, it isn't very nice, since again, it's a pretty long cooldown and you have 2 charges. Our last survivor is Elliot, which seems simple with, again, only 2 abilities, but is really not. We have the Throw Pizza and Rush Hour. Now, it's just so you know, I am very qualified to give this, because I am very cool, because I have Milestone 4 Elliot. Yes, I know, I am awesome. I even chuckle in Milestone 4 Elliot. Okay, enough with that. Time for the abilities. Throw Pizza. It's a pretty important ability, and you have to make sure you use it right. Throwing the pizza heals survivors for 35 HP, but if you do a generator and 1 puzzle from another generator, you can get your pizza at its max capability, and it can heal a lot, because pizza healing caps at right about 25% more than the original 35. You have to throw the pizza mid-chase with shift lock, be sure you hit it well. And when survivors accidentally request pizzas or they have a very good amount of HP, don't give them any. Don't make that mistake. Now the next ability is Rush Hour. You start off with 1 charge for this ability, but if you use it, you lose that charge. And the only way to get this charge back is by giving somebody a pizza and them eating it. Now, this is why throwing pizzas is important to Elliot and the survivors. Using Rush Hour gives you that sweet speed 3 for 3 seconds, which might sound like a little, but it helps you get far away from the killer or quickly get the survivors who are in desperate need of the pizza. Now, remember, using this ability correctly is also important. One thing that can be very good for this ability is using it right before the killer, right when the killer hits you, which will give you that speed 3 and another added buff, which is a lot of speed from the killer hitting you. Now that's all for these survivors. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Come back to this channel if you enjoyed this one. More high quality videos like this coming soon. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. See ya!